Welcome back to That Dad Guy. It's August the 9th, 2023, and today we're going to do a little bit of a stamp video. Last week I received an envelope from my friend Hugh in Ireland, and he sent me a collection of world stamps, so I thought I'd show you that. The other thing I'm going to show you too is my in-laws were in Prince Edward Island, and they picked up some postcards, so I'll show you the ones that they brought back for me there at the end of the video too. If you're looking in my backyard, you can see the greenery is still there. I've not trimmed it back. I didn't get to it this long weekend. So it continues to grow until the next dry day when I can get out there and have the time to clip it back. So that's why you see it blowing behind me a little bit. Here, it's been kind of a wet week. I'm not sure what it's like where you are, but we've had on again, off again rain since probably Saturday. Yeah, we've had patches of sun, which was great when we were having the street art festival. They were able to work, and then when the rain came, they covered everything up, and luckily the artists got everything completed in time. If you haven't had a chance, you can go back and see that video I put out for that. Yeah, let's talk about stamps though today. Hugh was very generous in sending me some more stamps, so I've got some more things to show off to you guys. Not show off as in look at me, but look what these countries put out. That's what I mean, and I love sharing them with you. So let's have a look. Right after you guys subscribe, like, and comment, you know, leave comments. Tell me what you have in your collection, what sort of things you collect, what you liked about maybe what you saw here, or some of the people have been so graciously in giving information. They've been writing in, say, you know, you've got this, and this. I'm never going to say that I am the utmost in philately, that I know everything about anything. We're going to say that. But I know what I like when I see it, and so I point it out. And you might do the same. You might say, I like this one, or I have this one. Or did you know that these particular stamps were about this? I had great comments. You guys are so knowledgeable out there. And I love the fact that you're willing to share in a positive way your knowledge, rather than just say, you know, you don't really know what you're talking about. I'm not going to watch you. It's true. I don't know what I'm talking about most of the time. But what I do know, I'll share. And what I'm willing to learn is everything. So that's what's great about this channel, is that you guys teach me things. And maybe some of the times I teach you a few things too. It's give and take both ways. All right, let's look, see what Hugh sent. I started by sending a few German stamps. When I got the envelope, I thought, great, some more Irish stamps. I don't have a lot of Irish stamps. But nope, surprise, surprise, it's the world. And I'm not mad about that either, though, because there's some great stamps in here that I've not seen before. And it's nice to be able to display them here for you guys. Germany puts out some beautiful stamps, so I'm happy to be able to share them. I'll spend a little bit more time on each stamp here so you can actually see it to appreciate it. And the postmarks that are on it, the cancellations sometimes are just as incredible. This one here certainly has a very strong postmark on it. One is the Brandenburg Gate. Then these were an interesting lot of stamps too. The Isle of Man. I can say I don't see a lot of Isle of Man stamps, so it was nice to get these ones. I don't know if it's a complete set of them, but certainly a collection of all the same type. And then he sent some Turkish stamps. Nice railway one. And these ones seem to be a set. There was a few of this one here that came, so that's why I put them on top of each other. You can see there's 3 of them. I must admit, I don't know very much about Turkish stamps. Some beautiful bird ones. And then he sent, let's skip over here, some Lithuanian stamps, just a couple of them. And then this oddball country, one from Canada. And then Sri Lanka. So when I meant it was around the world, it was from around the world, these stamps. And you can see by the monarchs that are on them, some of them are on the older side. And how about Cayman Islands? One from the Netherlands. One from Poland. A couple from the UK, some Monctons. One from Japan. And very at the end, we have two from Ireland. Thank you, Hugh, for giving us a little snapshot of the world there through postage stamps. I'd be remiss if I didn't show the actual stamp he put on the envelope from Ireland. It is very colorful and detailed. So thank you, Hugh, for all of those. Now, let's just make a quick switch over into postcards real quick, because I did want to show these ones. I actually got them last week, but it didn't fit in any of the other videos that I was shooting at the time, and the post-crossing videos that I had were long enough as they were. So I thought, no, I better not add to that. But I do have another stamp video coming out probably tomorrow. Another lot of stamps that came. I just wanted to separate these two because they're a little bit different, and I wanted to talk about them differently too. But let's talk postcards. The Cavendish Sand Dunes in Prince Edward Island. We got a couple of those. We have a few of these license plate looking postcards. Prince Edward Island. The Confederation Bridge, that's what that bridge is there in the middle. It's what links New Brunswick and Prince Edward Island together. There's the Prince Edward Island flag and the Canadian flag, of course. And some lobster traps with a couple lobsters there on the beach. We have a couple of those cards. They got a really good deal on postcards, so they snapped some up for me. Lots of people like lighthouses, so here's a lighthouse card. This is Cape Tyrone. And we're talking about Confederation Bridge. Here's a couple more, all illuminated up. Some people are really into map cards, and actually I had a request for a map card not too long ago, and I didn't have any left, so I was glad to get these. We got a couple of these of Prince Edward Island, showing you all the different hot spots and things you might want to do while you're on the island. It's not a very big province, but they pack it with lots of things to do. I think there's about 120,000 people that live in that province, so pretty small. Cavendish Beach, a very popular area in Prince Edward Island to go to. There's amusement parks and things around Cavendish as well, but really nice beach there. And then Lady Slipper, I got a couple of those. So that's Prince Edward Island's flower. I've got a couple lady slippers that have grown in the area, but you can really see them in the wild when you want to hike some things. You see them growing around. And then the final one, I got actually quite a few of this one. It's St. Pete's Bay in Prince Edward Island. You can see the church there on the other side, the farmers' fields. So we have 4 of those. So thank you to my in-laws for finding those cards and bringing them back for me. I certainly will make good use of them, and maybe even some of them will go out this weekend. I tend to do that when I get new postcards. Those are the first things that hop into mind. It's like, oh, look what I got. Let's send them out. So I've done that a few times. Sometimes something really special comes in that I really appreciate, and I hold on to it for a little while and flip through it. It's like, oh, who does this go? I'm not sure if it should go to this person yet. And so I hang on to a few of them. And I'm kind of at that stage now where I'm excited when a new card comes in that I just want to send it out and share it with people. So I've got a pretty good collection of cards right now. So I've got a variety that I can send out. So when I get excited about a card, sometimes it goes out right away. Sometimes it has to hold off because there was another card in my collection that I meant to send out too. So yeah, it happens. I don't know what you guys, when you guys do your post crossing, if you get excited about sending the cards you just got, or do you kind of create a whole stash of cards and then kind of some of them get lost in the mix of cards that you wanted to send, but then you realize, well, here's another card I could send to the same person. They might appreciate it. I know when I first started post crossing, I didn't have very many cards at all. So it was like, okay, whatever card I have, that's what they're going to get. Because if I had 10 cards and I had to send 5 people, then I didn't have a lot of options to pick through. Sometimes I feel like that people want to have cards just from here. So I'm from New Brunswick, so I should be sending New Brunswick cards. I've kind of lost a little bit of that mentality. I do it for some people that, you know, I certainly want to promote where I'm from and show them the beauty that's here. But if someone says they really like Anna Green Gables, for example, I'm going to send them an Anna Green Gables card from Prince Edward Island. Or maybe they're into sports, so maybe I'll send them a Toronto Blue Jays card because I just happen to have one. Even if I'm a New York Yankees fan, if I had one of those cards instead. I'm not from Toronto, but I might have some Toronto cards because my brother sends me some Toronto cards from time to time, or I get Montreal cards when I'm in Montreal. So I send a variety of stuff out. And I think some people appreciate that. Some people collect churches. It doesn't matter where the church is from, if it's from your area or not. They just like to get a card with a church on it or a penguin on it. Other people say, tell me about your city, your province, your town, your country. And then those are typically the cards that they get. It's a good thing about having a profile and giving you a wish list to go through. People that say, send me anything you want. I find those the most difficult people to send cards to because of this variety of cards that maybe you have to pick from. It's like, well, they want anything. Which one do I give them? All right, well, that's my rant or my observation on post crossing. This was meant to be more of a stamp video, so thank you, Hugh, for everything you sent that I had to show today. And stay tuned, there will be another stamp video coming up, and it's coming up real soon. Have a magical week. What, Polo? You say like, subscribe, share, and tell all your friends.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?
Bye.